Okay, so I wanted to get into the emotional aspect a little bit into this. There are those dynamics out there that are basically just use and abuse and move on. But that is fine if it is consensual. Like, if it's not consensual, don't do it, you know? For me personally, I have to have that emotional foundation in my dynamic. That's important to me. It may not be important to everybody else, but it is very important to me. And in case somebody else is wondering, I have done both. I do not like both. I like having the emotional level of my dynamic. For instance, both my daddy and sir are highly territorial over me, and they are highly protective over me. They spot red flags before I can even think of a red flag when it comes to outsiders stepping into where they don't belong. And they're quick to call it out too. But the same thing happens with a sub too. The sub is absolutely 100% protective over their dom, over their sir, over whoever you're affiliating with in these dynamics. Do I love both of them? Absolutely. There is deep, deep, deep love between all three of us. Can you go into a dynamic without love? Absolutely, you can. You can definitely go into any of these dynamic situations without any emotion whatsoever. It makes it very difficult, and then you just have to up your level of communication and making sure everybody knows everything, what's going on. My situation is more of a forever thing. It's not a one and done and come back for more when you feel antsy. No, this is forever for me. So yes, doms are very big on respect, and what's theirs is theirs, plain and simple. A lot of doms will have multiple subs. My dom is not one of them. She has one sub. My sir has one sub. They can get extremely territorial, which is why in a previous video I brought up not calling me baby girl, because that is one of those triggers. Baby girl is my personal name for the two of them, and they do not want to see anybody else calling me that name. I don't want it. It makes me uncomfortable. And yes, they both can see red when somebody tries to fuck with this shit. That makes me feel absolutely 100% secure.